Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I will discuss about the PhD admissions with full scholarship. So there are some important points you must consider before you proceed your application. So myself is Akram Ahmed, and I struggle a lot for my applications, and I work around 5 to 6 years. And initially I contact a lot of professors, and around I contact like 50 professors, especially the top universities like Harvard, Oxford, Cambridge, University of Sydney, and all these. So I don't know anything. I just write to them and they are not reply for me. So I thought, yeah, what's going on wrong, so many things I realized in the last. So after 5 years I successfully my applications, and I got my PhD with full scholarship. So I'm now right now PhD candidate, and I'm doing my PhD in the health policy on diabetes medications in Australia. So based on my own experience, I make some of the important points you must consider. So I mean, I already struggle a lot, so I don't want to be others. So I just want to help you guys. So I make around 10 points, 10 important points you must consider for your the application. First, you will see the undergraduate and your postgraduate, the marks. If you have marks like around 70% and more than that, so there is a your application is going to be the stronger. If you have more than that, 75, I mean above that, that's good for you, especially if you are looking for the PhD. And some people are looking for the postgraduate like MPH in public health and all these. So they also they will see the in your undergraduate marks and all these. And number two is the what is the requirement for the like English requirement is most important. English requirement. So English requirements, mostly they will ask like TOEFL, TOEFL you give, or the IELTS or PTE. PTE for Australia, that they can consider for the PTE also. So mostly the IELTS, you have 7 and more than that, so you can be proceed application. But many universities can be like 6.5 also is enough for them. But I can say if you have postgraduate your degree and your degree are in English, so it can be they can give you for the exemption in few universities, not all, but few universities they can give the exemption in your English test. For example, if you can show like any document for example, if you are M.Pharm from India or MBBS or BDS from India, so you can get a letter from your institute or your like our the course or the medium of instruction or English and all these. If you can provide that letter, so might be they can give you the exemption, but that is not all universities. Few universities only they can give in Australia. Yes, I didn't give my English test. I gave the I got the exemption from that. So and third, the important is the GRE score you need or not. I got many messages. GRE requirement is important or not, mandatory or not. So if you are looking for US or Singapore, these two countries only mandatory have you have a requirement for the GRE. In other countries there is no requirement. If you have is okay, if you don't have no worry. So if you are looking for application, if you are thinking about like European country or maybe UK, Australia, Canada, so these countries is not required the GRE. But if you are looking for the US, and you have must provide the GRE score, and even for the Singapore also. And another important point is the experience. So if you are just fresher, so there is a less chance. But if you have few years, if you work in research or as a academia, like in teaching or research, you have some experience, or might be you have some hospital experience or your community pharmacy, whatever you have experience. The experience, if you have 3 and more than years, like 2 to 3 years, your application is going to be the stronger. Then they will ask the how many papers you have in the referred journals. Most of the students don't know what is the mean this referred journal. Referred journal means if you are publish some papers in if you have impact factor journals, or at least in PubMed index or Scopus index in these journals, so they consider as a referred journal. So if you have at least few papers in referred journals, is most important. The most of the universities, they give the highest weightage to the publications. So if you have more publications, your chance is getting high. Even the top universities, you can get the admission if you have the number of publications is the high. So the most important point is the how many publications you have, and in which journals you publish. I already told, like referred journals is important. If you publish on that, so yeah, your application is going to be the very stronger. So the even if you look very top universities, so you need to be the high number of publications. Then conference proceedings, if you are present some papers in the conference. So most of the conferences, like India and Pakistan, they don't have any online their abstract publication or something. So if you are planning or for going for any conference or something, so you see that conference abstract are going to be published online in any general Scopus index is better, or some of the good journals. For example, I'm the I attended like few IPC and some others, but that is they don't have any online database or something. But I publish a few conferencing like ISPOR. So I am the member of ISPOR, so I publish 2-3 abstracts there. So that is most important for your application also. And if you have any other research output, you must. So for example, so in your school there was some conference or something, and if you are help them in that, any of the research or something, so if you have evidence, whenever your application, everything you need to be the evidence. If you have certificate or something, so you can show them. And yes, important, there's a if you receive any award or something, like poster presentation or something in your school, you are topper or something, whatever you have award you received during your studies or while you are working, you must show. So it will be your application is going to be the stronger. And professional associations is most important. For example, if you are dentist, so you must be registered in your state dental council. For same for medical, same for pharmacist, and others. If you are Indian Pharmaceutical Society, Indian Public Health Society, Community Medicine, or whatever you have society. For example, for me, I am the member for the ISPOR, and I am the registered pharmacist in UP, India. So I show all these, and I have some others. So whatever you have the associations, you have member or something, so you must show for them. Then lastly, the academic references are most important. Whenever you are planning for your application, so they will ask for you the academic reference. Academic reference you can give from while you are working, so your boss or your boss or your ex-professor from your university, so if they can give you the reference. So reference at least 2 to 3 you need. So you must talk to your professor first, and you have to they will give you the letter, or might be online they can give you the recommendation, all these. So apart from this, you need to be the important thing that the many of the student and want to know the important, like how to approach, what is the process, how we can contact to the professor and all this. So if you are planning to apply for any of the universities, so you have to see first, I can say you have to be sure in which university you can get admit. For example, I am recommended, you have to target the country, in which country you are going to apply. For example, if you are planning for Australia, so Australia have many universities, those are the top universities, some of the low rank universities. So if you are already, you have a lot of papers, your high marks and you have experience, so you are thinking you can get a scholarship in top universities, so you can apply for that. But if you are thinking you have experience like 1 year, might be you don't have experience and you don't have publications, and so you can go for the low power universities. So where you can see the university ranking, so you can go for the QS world ranking, and you can see in that if you are university like 200, 300, 400 in the world ranking, so they consider like a low rank, and those are under like top 50 in the world ranking, or might be the top 100, so they have the high criteria. So the first step for your PhD is that you have to be the contact to the professor. So first you choose the country, then you have to select the universities, and that as universities, then you have to go for the particular your interest. For example, you are from public health, community medicine, pharmacy practice, pharmaceutics, whatever your area, and in that particular area also you have to see your research interest. Might be you did some of the research in your postgraduate like M.Pharm or whatever you did. So in that you have to see the professor, the research interest, and your research interest is the same. For example, I am from the pharmacy practice, public health, and all this. So I just contact, see the professor, those are in that field. So just write to them the email. Many students are, I write just in 2-3 lines, and they are very wrongly. So I have I create some of the format, so I can share with you after the later on. So first you have to contact to the professor and send them the email, and if professor are interested, he will reply to you. You have to wait. Suppose the professor sometime is busy, he is not giving reply immediately, might be it will take 1 week or 2 weeks. So you have to wait maximum 2 weeks, and you can send the reminder to him. And suppose if he is not reply after your reminder, so you can consider that the professor is not agree, or he will, most of the professors, they will reply to you, So if they reply, then they will ask you, to prepare a proposal and all these, which area you want to work, and that if you have to proposal already, you have something in your mind, you can share with them, and later if they are satisfied, then they can say for the application. Sometimes the professor will ask you, you have some scholarships or not? Then you can say, no, I don't have any scholarship, I am looking for the scholarship. So professor will be analyzed already through your CV, you are able to get a scholarship or not, because all this experience and all that. And most important, suppose if the professor is not agree or is not reply, then you can go in the same university to the another professor. Most of the students, what they did, in the same university, 3-4 professors in the same time they send the email. This is the wrong practice. Don't send. So you just send in the one professor for the one university at a time, and you have to wait for at least 2 weeks. If they are not willing, then you can go for the any other professor. And what are the other point important? Yes, and the scholarships are for the 3 types, I can say. First, you are bring the scholarship from your country. For example, from India, government are given to you scholarship, or another one is some Australian government are given a scholarship, for example the Endeavour, so Endeavour scholarship, all this, or the Australian aid scholarship, or another scholarship. Universities are offering the scholarships. So if you are bring your country, is very easy. So professor is very agree, very happy if you are bring your from your home country, but our home country is not easy to get scholarships. So and Endeavour also, you have to be wait a long queue, and there is a lot of criteria, and they are nowadays are not offering much scholarship. So the third option is that the university directly can offer to you the the scholarship. So while you are applying, once the professor are agree and your proposal are ready, now he can say now yes, you can file your application. So what you will do now, you have to go create your online account in any of the university, and you are going to ready to file your application. So in Australia, most of the university will ask you while your applications you are doing online, you want a scholarship or not. Yes, you just click yes, I want a scholarship then after a few weeks they will offer you, mostly they will see you are there are two things. First is your admission, another one is the scholarship. So in few weeks they will reply yes, they are getting offer you the PhD, and you have to pay the fee. This amount is very huge amount is we are unable to pay. It's like 1 crore, 1.5 crore or something, the Indian rupees. But you have to write to them the email, yes, I already applied for my scholarship and now I'm waiting for the scholarship round. So scholarship round, in the yearly twice only, most of the universities just twice, or might be some special circumstances, might be thrice, but mostly 2 times your application goes to that. So once you got a scholarship, they will send you the email, yes, you got your scholarship and all this, and they will send you the offer letters and you have to sign all these and you will get, And I want to share something, some of the students are asking, they don't have publication and they don't have even the experience and they can got a scholarship or not. Through my own experience, I can say you cannot got a scholarship in top universities and top university countries, but you can be got a scholarship from some of the countries. Like I can recommend you like China. You must try in China, even if you don't have any publications also. And you can get China, then Taiwan also is the same, and the Korea also is the same, and some of the countries like in the Europe, like Italy, all these countries also you can try without any publication or something, you can get. But and another important, many students are asking to me which country is the best country to get to do PhD. At our ultimate aim for PhD that we got PhD and we want to do job in that particular country, and we want to get the PR, the permanent resident. This is important point, So if you are selecting you have to be target yourself, you just want your degree and you want to come back to your country, whatever you are, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh or Sri Lanka, whatever, then it's okay for you, you can go at any country. But if you are looking that, okay, no, I want to get job in that country and I want to get the PR, then you have to be very selective countries you have to be. So personally, I can recommend you, if you can get a scholarship from the US. US is important, is also called like land of opportunities. So most of the opportunities in the US, so you must try to give the GRE and spend time to get good score around 310 or something. Definitely you will get a good university, even if you don't have any publications or something also, you can get in the admission. And yes, why you have to do the PhD, in our countries, we are not getting enough jobs and all the lot of issues is there. So if you are coming in these countries, so you can save some money also. Many students are asking, sir, I can save some money, or whatever the scholarship they are offering, that is enough to live there, or I have to spend for my pocket or something. I can say you no need to pay any single rupees. I didn't pay a single rupees, even my visa. And many students are asking the scholarships, what are the include in the scholarships, in that. So I can say the most of the, if you are like partially if you are getting, then might be they are not offering the everything. might be they are offered just the fee waive, and the rest of the things you have to do by yourself. But if you are getting the full scholarship, then everything is free for you. For example, the the air ticket and university fee and the living allowances, or the to attend conference and all these. So everything is free, no need to pay any money, but you have to spend some time before your application. Myself, around 5 years I spent. Earlier I sent my email and no one is replied for me. So I thought, what is the issue? I have some publications, but I publish in some rubbish journals. So that. And if you have any questions, the most important things now, many students even don't know how to write the email to a professor, how to contact them, what are the things we have to include in the email, or all this, and how to prepare a SOP or the proposal or something. I have some documents I created, so just subscribe my channel, YouTube channel, and just write the comment and give your email ID. So I will send to you all these documents, and you can prepare your own. You can modify and all these according to you. And if you have any questions, please ask me, and so I can give you the answer. Anything if you are thinking, so I can reply, and I can say here now bye bye, and please subscribe my channel and share among your friends those are in need. And thank you for watching.